but now it makes sense. What you're saying.
Still. What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 122 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, the GREAT, joined
by your boy P.G in the cut. I'm out, man.
outside, boy. That boy said I'm outside. Y'all know the vibe.
That boy's done forgot about me. I'm still a homie, nigga.
You already know what it is. We got Miss Amanda Favona in the building. What's good, girl, huh?
What's up, Amanda?
Hey, man. Say, man, first of all,
you know, to Amanda, I'm Uncle Peach.
That's facts. That's facts. Yo, first of all, I meant to go check this earlier to see how long has it been since P-Dot has been on the pod.
It's been a minute. First of all, I can feel it. I feel like pod dot. That's what the P for, Nick.
What?
Pod dot.
What the hell is pod
dot? Nah, I did miss y'all. It's like bittersweet because I'm here right now, right? But it's half the team right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mean? Like, damn.
What up, Reg? Okay, we still got some of the loyal fans. Yo. You know we late because of me. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't even gonna blame ST. My man been sitting here for like an hour. Like I would start, but it'll just be me boring niggas like
2 hours. I've been here for 2 hours.
Yeah, but I ain't say I was gonna be here 2 hours ago.
No, that's
so I'm like an hour late.
That's fair. You know, I'm trying to scroll here. I'm gonna look through the lives, right? Because I have a feeling I know which pod was your last pod, right?
Side note, what's up, Reg? It's been a minute.
What up? What up? Hold on. What up, Reg? What's popping with you, dog? Huh? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you wasn't here for episode 100, which means
you sure?
I'm almost positive, dog.
That might have been my last episode.
Because I was gonna give your last episode is 95. But you might be right.
I might have missed 95 to 99 and popped up for 100. Like that sounds familiar.
You know what? I can always peep and check. You know what I mean? Because I am.
We'll figure it out.
I am quite.
But how you been, bro? It's been a minute.
No, you wasn't here for 100, dog. You wasn't here for 100.
Damn.
Nah, dog.
This is my first 3-digit episode, Nick.
Yeah, actually, yeah, bro. Because I'm looking through the things now.
I might have been here for 99. I was here close to it, or I was supposed to be. Like I remember that time frame.
95 was episode 95 was the last time P-Dot has been on the pod. So shout out to my dog being back on the pod.
Back on the pod.
I should probably turn my phone back up. So
he was doing silent horn.
Yeah. You know. I was doing the horns for the hearing impaired, you know.
Hold up, I'm gonna need y'all to figure out how to get people in here within the next 15, 20, 30 minutes. I'm gonna be lit. And we gonna be this is gonna be the littest pod on this Friday night.
Big facts.
I mean, leave the club. That's how good this shit about to be. Fuck this game. That's how good this shit not like that, but you know what I mean.
Oh shit, we lost camera.
Dang, but can they still hear me?
Yeah, they
Oh, I was always born to be on radio. You could tell by my face. Let me stop.
Hold on, we gonna get it right. That's on me, dog. That was on me.
I'll time something on you.
Hey, man. Look, bro. You know me. I regardless if it's on me or not, I'm gonna bounce back. You know what I mean? But okay. So, Peach, just fill everybody in because it's been what 95, 27 episodes since you've been on. Damn. Tell me how you been, dog. What's been popping with the homie?
You know, I've been lifing it, trying to get, you know, everything straight, taking care of my family and shit. So everybody pretty much doing good. Has been sick this week, like so sick, bro. So sick. Like it was hurtful to see. Like I was in the hospital this week with him.
I mean, like his too deep into it. What happened? What's going on?
Like we went to South Florida for my little nephew birthday party.
Yeah.
And I think at Chuck E. Cheese, all them kids got sick. And then when we came back, he started having a little cough. Cough turned into mucus to asthma to my man's couldn't breathe. Like,
oh no.
And then even when we went to the hospital, they was like, you know,
oh no,
like,
you ain't finna give me the big eyes.
What? Don't give me the big eyes. But he's getting better. He still can't really talk. He still ain't himself yet. You know how kids get sick, they be like out of it. He ain't himself. And him and Malachi got a certain energy, like when they not right. So prayers for that, please. Absolutely. Whoever got them, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate it. But side note from that, everything okay. I'm still on the ground on the way to get up. That boy Jeremy trying to save my life. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy. He ain't here, but
first of all, shout out to the homies, the Don and Shades. Both of them cannot be here today.
Yeah, I had to let the Don know the Jets was still represented.
Yeah, I mean, we talking. You gonna find a way to sneak a Jets reference in here.
I wore green. One green shoe. I ain't lying.
Okay. True. He's I wore green. What the fuck are you talking about? No.
Let's start it off with that RIP to Jim Brown.
Yeah, man. Before we even get over to barbershop talk.
One, it was kind of quiet. Like, I don't know if he was sick or anything, and I ain't heard nothing like that. But his family said he died peacefully at home and stuff with his peoples. So they must have like sensed it or something. My man's 86, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I know of Jim Brown certain stuff, but I ain't know as much as I've been learning today from hearing people's story and hearing people really break down his numbers and stuff.
Right,
bro.
Oh snap!
First of all,
yo, the homie Shades is in the building. What's good with your Brian?
In the building. Right after the shout out, you must have felt it. What up, bro?
What up, though? Huh? Yeah, you see the backdrop. You see the backdrop
looking clean.
Your boy came in here today, or not today, but earlier this week and got this shit done. You know what I mean? But you see the backdrop, son. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so first of all, my man only played 8 seasons, right? Mm-hmm. But who played 8 seasons, 8 all pros? 8. 8. And mind y'all, like for those who don't know the deep into football, like all pro is not Pro Bowl. Like you can make it to the Pro Bowl and nowhere near all pro. Like it'd be alternates, it'd be all this different stuff going on. But oh true. I'm on that type of time. We don't do the honey over here. But
we don't do the honey over here. You were saying about Jim Brown.
But yeah, the 8 season, 8 Pro Bowls is crazy. I think I seen like 5 of the 7. He was like the rushing leader. He's just the man. And then when one of the older dudes was talking on the radio about today, so we see stuff and I might have highlights and little stuff. The cameras wasn't great back then.
Right.
So he broke down what this man really was like. He was like, all right, so if I had to take somebody now and alter him a little bit, let's start with Derrick Henry. I'm like, interesting.
No.
He was like, add 30 pounds. Interesting.
No.
And he's faster.
No, hold on. Time out.
I was like, he was playing.
You can't add 30 pounds to Derrick Henry and think I'm supposed to believe that this man was not out here looking like Jerome Bettis.
Bro, I ain't doubting it. They was like, he was heavier and faster than Derrick Henry. Obviously, in a time when the game had no rules, so it's different. That's what's also good about him. He played in the no rules. Because I found out today that one of the reasons why, like, we wasn't seeing him around, like, how you see Jim Rice and Jerry Rice and all these people all the time at these events, it's because he was like real adamant about how soft this NFL was getting. Like, he wasn't playing. I mean, but when them dudes who put their life on the line for real. Yeah, for $600 a week and shit. Like,
first of all,
like let's be real, they all had second jobs at one time.
I mean, sure, but also $600 a week was a lot different than $600.
Not for what they was doing though. I feel you though, but not for what they was doing.
Like I kind of want to do like a conversion rate. I'm gonna do the conversion rate because I kind of need to know.
You could look. It's look upable for sure.
Oh, absolutely. What year was Jim Brown playing, man? Like, let me get a good gauge.
Man. I want to say I seen something that said, did he retire in like 60 something?
65, yeah. So 1960. Let's just say 1965. Money conversion, right? I should probably learn how to.
While that's going, if anybody got any Jim Brown moments they want to put in the chat, I'll read it out.
That's a fact, because we need
But you know, so it's always, we love this sports stuff. So you know, we always gotta honor the GOATs and the greats who, like, you know, lived their life, passed away. They really paved the way for what we like today. You know, like we give a lot, like just the nation as a whole really give a lot of attention and money to the NFL.
Yeah.
So like, you know, we wouldn't be here without all those people. Like, you know, so I like to shout them out.
You're right.
I'm right.
Yeah. So the $1 today or in 1965 is roughly about like $9.73 now.
Yeah, so he wasn't making it up.
600.
He wasn't making it
like
up.
$5,718 a week. Wait, now time out. Hold on, time 52. You know,
how much?
It's 297,000.
Which is a lot of money. Let's, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, no, but
not
but also
the risk of life. Like all of those dudes is messed up.
Yeah, true. But also at the time, there wasn't mega TV deals.
Oh, for sure. That, you know, we know why.
We know why.
We know why.
Yeah, no.
But that's what I mean. They led to that, you know?
Yeah, no. Shout out to Jim Brown, man, because it wasn't even just the fact that he was.
But let's get to the script. I feel like I'm disrupting the start of the pod.
He was activist, all that good stuff, man.
He was a big activist, like huge. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I heard somebody put it as he was bigger than Kaepernick before Kaepernick.
I can see that.
So
I can see that being a thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, hold on. Let me just do this part right here. She said, let's just stick to the script real quick.
Nah, because, you know, I'll go, like, I missed this. I ain't been able to, like, talk to you and the people for a minute. Shit, I ain't even talked to this boy in a minute.
Yeah, I mean,
not like for real.
Not
like,
for real. Yeah, definitely. Red said Jim's talent wouldn't translate to today's NFL. I also think if you put him in his prime in today's time, his body and things would
bro, a lot of people's talent from back in the day wouldn't translate to today's NFL.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, modern medicine, modern workout techniques.
I was just about to say that's the number one thing. The workout techniques, the knowledge learned over the years, the technology grown over the years is what leads to these players being this. Knowing that we could start training at this age, you know, like, yo, it's a lot of people. I always bring it up with the NBA thing because Kobe's not old like those dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rest in peace, my boy.
Yes, sir.
But I seen Kobe on the interview one time say, yo, when I came in the league, the majority of the league wasn't even working out. Like, no, like people wasn't lifting weights. Like, yeah, you know, you got Jordan and certain people who obviously they was working out. It was a handful. But he said, like, the majority of the league, you couldn't get them into no weight room.
They just kept going shooting,
and it was like that, you know. Lawrence Taylor and them boys used to be in the streets. So I know my peoples tell me, like, those wasn't like just some regular foot, like they was out there. Like, you can't even be that out there as that famous a person anymore.
Yeah, I mean, not at all, because people got camera phones, people got all that, man. You know how it go. All right, man. Let's live to this barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's time.
What time?
For barbershop talk.
Better be good.
Baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes.
Hey, y'all know the vibes. He still got it. 100 million episodes later.
Yeah, no. Last week they had me over here cracking up, and I stumbled all through that one. So I was mad about last week, especially when we first got into this studio. And I mean, we had a different camera setup and all that jazz. And, you know, it's still a work in progress, the studio, that is. But, you know, we gonna get there.
To the homies.
We gonna get there. Nice way to cover that label up.
They ain't paying me.
You know,
I need that check.
You know,
the real alkies know what I'm on, though. They like, oh, they noticed the bottle. Y'all super alcoholics. My sister watching. Like,
she was able to call that thing, pass the bottle. No, man. But Hey man, we are in the midst of this damn NBA playoffs, bro. And I was gonna start with the Heat and stuff, but I'm not gonna do that first.
What you gonna start with?
Let's start with the Lakers, man.
Let's start with my boys.
Let's start with the Lakers, man. The Lakers,
I'm proud of my boys.
Lakers down 0-2 to Denver. Denver pretty much held home court down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In that high ass altitude, you could tell they was in that high ass altitude last night because everybody looked gassed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Denver's taking the lead 2-0, heading back to LA. P-Dot, tell me how you feeling about this series going right now, dog.
All right. In all honesty, I'm worried, but not scared yet.
Okay.
Obviously, if we lose game 3, I'm fucking crying. But the thing about it is, I feel like the Lakers could beat them in Denver.
I do.
And it's like, will they? I can't say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Denver is the best Denver we ever seen. Like, no joke. And Jokic is really a big dog. Like
he really hit.
Like he's really like everything they tried to do. Like his off game, he still had a triple double.
Dog. Yeah.
And he don't get regular triple doubles. We talking almost 15s. You know what I'm saying? His triple doubles start at least at 12. Like his shit, he don't even count 10.
No, that's fact.
You know, so it's like, damn, it's hard to beat them. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, Darvin Ham, I think, is a great coach, and I think his adjustments are great. There's execution that needs to happen. My role players, I could argue, are playing lights out.
Yeah,
you know.
Austin Reeves back-to-back 20-point games.
Oh, first of all, he is graduated from role player.
Yeah,
you know, he ain't a role player. These playoffs, he ain't been a role player. You know,
he's been playing his ass.
He's been playing. So
especially at the end of first half, game 1, when he knocked that long range ass 3 at the buzzer.
I think I seen that he's the first player in NBA history.
Okay.
Don't quote me on it, but look it up. I think it's true. With 5 threes and what was it? With 5 3-pointers made and 5 assists in multiple playoff games. Like, people don't be doing shit like that. He doing a lot. But the thing about it is, Murray and Jokic is a great one too. I'm talking about it's a Muhammad Ali jab with a Mike Tyson hook. Like 1, 2.
Yeah.
Like if you survive that,
you ain't surviving
okay.
the next
like
that next wave ain't gonna be that simple. No, I feel that.
But the way we played in Denver make me feel like home ain't gonna be tough like that. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about games 1 and 2, obviously game 1 not as much, but game 2, I feel like that was y'all game to win. You know,
both were.
No. Y'all came back in game 1.
Both were.
That got you to. I'm saying
21 point comeback.
I'm saying like game 2, y'all dominated that game.
Yeah.
Until the fourth quarter. I literally tweeted it out, bro. Let me pull up I literally tweeted it out,
bro.
The second deep, as soon as we got a little bit deeper into that fourth quarter, like let's say halfway through, I just had to tweet it out my damn self. I'm like, yo, Murray going crazy,
bro.
Crazy, bro. No matter what the defense.
Let me tell you, the thing about it, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Because the defense didn't change.
No.
Like he was getting defensed all game. And when he got hot, they was right here, yo.
Yeah. First of all, shout out to the homies that are watching on Twitch, as this is our first week on Twitch. So shout out to Mystery Sauce, who says, who are you rooting for to win the championship?
I'm rooting for the Lakers.
I'm rooting for the Heat.
But if the Lakers lose,
right.
I'm rooting for not the Celtics.
Damn. Oh, it's still
It's like that.
It still go that deep for you. Okay.
It do go
Now,
that deep.
for me, like, okay, so I'm obviously rooting for the Heat, right? Now, if the Heat don't win, or Heat don't advance, even, I want the Lakers to make that comeback and then go ahead and take that bit. You know why?
We both in the same. Like,
you know why?
Well, y'all in a better position actually.
You know why though? You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh my.
I think the Lakers are gonna come back, but I don't. But there's still a lot of games to be played in Denver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we gotta win some of those. We only get 3 at home.
Look, you only get 3 at home. You got to get all 3 at home.
Oh, that's not even a question, like, especially at this deficit.
Yeah, like, you know, I hate going down like 0-2 because just like feels like it feels like such a long crawl back to you know what I mean. Like
this is my thing though. Both these games been close. Even what happened in the middle with the comeback and their comeback, because they was down 10 and came back up 10, like they was balling. But both of these games been close, right? And I still feel like my team made a lot of mistakes. So like if we could have a clean game, I don't care where we at.
Right.
Like LeBron was definitely gassed last night. He was shooting.
It wasn't even.
He was shooting like when normally I think he would try to drive and dish in some of those situations.
Yeah. And also, especially late in the game, when he rolled his ankle over Anthony Davis' foot, right? They gave the ball to him at half court. He started dribbling it up, and you could see him have just a slight hesitation to want to even push off that foot.
Bro, he lost the ball on an open dunk,
bro.
Bro. First of all, one of his signature moves.
Yeah, you know, the behind the yeah. Lost the ball.
He missed 2 layups.
Let me tell you though, Twitter went crazy on that, right? And then you got the people that was Mike would never do that.
Oh gosh. I'm glad I'm not on Twitter.
And it took literally 0.3 seconds for a nigga to have a clip of Michael Jordan doing the exact same thing. And the person who posted that shit talking about Mike would never, and he got all them people commenting the same video under, he kept deleting the tweets. I'm like, nigga, hey, bro, if you're gonna sit here and be like, show me one time he did that, and niggas start showing you that one time, you can't then be like, well, it was up 25. You know, it didn't even matter. No, you gotta hold the L. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you gotta hold the L,
bro. But the one thing I believe, and I don't care if everybody agree or not. The one thing I believe is when LeBron embarrassed himself, when he come back, well, the next time you see him,
oh my god,
I almost could guarantee LeBron is gonna have the MVP performance of next game. I can almost guarantee it.
It always feels like this, right? It always feels like, oh man, LeBron's got his back against the wall. You know what happens when generally what happens when his back is against the wall? He's gonna ball. That don't always mean his team gonna win.
I don't think it's necessarily Father Time, Reg. Let me tell you what I really think it's is.
Father Time, but go ahead.
You think it's Father Time? I don't think so.
Let me tell you why.
I think LeBron changed his game, right? And he's like taking a stance on that. Like he's sticking to that change. Like we want to see him do more young LeBron shit, but he's not. He's already been not trying to do that. Not right now. Like he been slowed that down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like when the shit he do now don't work, it make him look bad. Like, oh, because, you know, he should have been doing this in our opinion. You know what I'm saying? But he's translated his game to that. He shoots those threes. He's translated his game to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so when it's like he's hitting them, it's like, oh, good. But when he's not, it's like, oh, he should have been doing this. But you know what I'm saying?
It's Father Time. And the reason it's Father Time is they told the stat. They told the stat during the game last night where they said, Bron isn't playing his like 280th postseason game.
Yeah.
Which is the equivalent to three
and a half regular seasons.
On top of the 20 seasons he's played. On top of the three Olympics that he's went and played. Which is like, I think roughly another extra. That's 24 seasons on the body.
Yeah.
NBA seasons on the body, right? Let's just say it's 24. I look at LeBron. Yeah, he's changed his game. Of course, he changed the game. LeBron is smart, man. LeBron is going to always evolve his game as he continues to go throughout his career, right? That's all he's done his whole career is continue to evolve. Every year is something different, right? And no, he can't do this every single game. We know he can't go out there and beat young LeBron every game. He's gonna have to do it. He's gonna have to do it a couple times though to get past Denver.
He is.
Also,
I think he was saving it for the final.
Also, I don't want to make it seem like LeBron was the biggest issue of the game last night.
Oh, he wasn't.
AD's
the biggest issue of the team.
AD.
Like, let me be real as a Lakers fan, right? What we expected, like, you know how you use your number one draft pick on a dude and you got expectations.
Right.
He is way a bust. He's a bust. Like, for the trade, we got a bust. Like, this shit is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I gotta let it be known because, like, of course we rooting for AD to play good. We need him to win right now, right?
Yeah.
But he is the reason we are in this horrible of a situation because he hasn't been up to his standard that we needed him to be at. I know LeBron in his mind.
That's a hot take, dog.
I know that LeBron in his mind. Yo, if you make the trade we made for him, you got expectations. He has not met those.
He won y'all a championship.
Still didn't meet those then.
You're right, though.
What you mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't win that shit. Like, we thought it would. We talked about this then. We was like, I thought it was. LeBron even said, "This your team, bro. It's your team."
He did.
We talked about this when they was winning that championship. It wasn't his team. That was LeBron's fucking team still. You number 2 ass, 3 ass, 4 ass nigga. Owie looking ass motherfucker. Bro, is he not the most like I've never seen a tough, like, he's a center, bro. You gotta have some
like, okay.
Why he grimace every time? He grimace off of a regular foul.
Who's tougher?
The other person
or Karl Anthony Towns?
Yeah, they up the same cloth. Like, grandma knitted them boys in the same quilt. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. But I'm gonna have to say he's tougher than Cat. He's tougher than Cat. Oh, you found somebody. I was about to pick anybody over him, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Got your ass.
You got me. Because that boy is not tough.
No, at all, dog. At all. What Marcos is saying is right, though. Austin Reeves is, we said it earlier, but Austin Reeves is definitely hooping. Like, for sure. But you can't have the LA ain't the Miami Heat.
I feel
LA ain't the Miami Heat. You can't have your undrafted player being one of your best players out there. When
y'all got 7?
7.
I can't wait to get to y'all conversation. It's different.
Yeah.
But
way different.
But I feel you, Marcos. But at the same time, the reason why the pressure for me is not on D-Lo, because we getting a lot of production from that position. Like, the combination of D-Lo and Schroeder and them boys is getting us enough that's not it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's why the AD, like, it's not AD scoring, it's AD rebounding. It's really, that's where it's at.
Okay.
It's AD rebounding because he can't lose the rebound battle that bad. Of course, he's gonna lose it to the Joker every night.
Yep. And
he got to get some of those.
Joker is punking that nigga,
bro.
He's punking him because he don't want it. Like, bro, first of all, AD went what, 4-15 last night? 4-15 in the game, in game 2. And I would say like 8 of those shots were within 10 feet of the basket. And he
show me your superstar
without it being a layup or a dunk.
Right. Show me your superstar that their consistent thing is 40 and then a dud.
He's too inconsistent.
Bro, that's not a superstar.
He's an all-star.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know how you ain't make it every year in your career?
This man said he's either a superstar or a G League player, bro.
No, it's not that. It's one of them dudes who, you know, all right, you played 14 years, made 7 All-Stars. They're gonna put that in your accolades, you know. But then when you compare that to them GOATs, it'd be like played 18 years, 18 All-Stars.
Yeah, no.
17 because he was hurt one year. Like,
right.
You know
No,
what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like, bro, regardless of the fact, we can go ahead and move on.
We got to because I'll kill ADS in 2
to the
weeks.
next thing. LeBron's longevity is fucking astoundingly amazing.
I think it's one of the most amazing things in NBA history.
Bro, it is. No matter how you feel about LeBron, right? No matter how you feel about him, you can be the biggest LeBron hater, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of, right? What you can't say is that this man ain't been consistent for 20 damn seasons. 20 seasons, bro. No, it's not consistently. The athleticism isn't consistent because it continued to slowly wane off just a smidge, right? But the consistency of greatness that he still puts out there, that is crazy. So, but regardless of that, shout out to Denver. They up 2-0. LA, they got to go handle business at home, and they're gonna have to steal a game.
Y'all know anybody? This last thing I'm gonna say about LA. Anybody else notice how much times these announcers want to say LeBron playing against his ex-teammate? Oh, like this nigga done playing with everybody. All the role players in the NBA.
If you a role player, if you a 3-and-D guy, you are playing alongside LeBron at some point.
He done tried you out one time.
All right, man.
Let's go.
All right, so Heat, white hot Heat,
white
Heat culture takes the 1-0 lead over the Celtics. Obviously, the game is going on as we speak. Miami's up 54-50 at half. Right, but talking about game one, what I saw from that game was two things, right? Miami continues to show you that they are the greatest scouting team, scouting department / front office / head coach put things in place, teams in the association, right? Because they're getting so much damn so many points in production and all of that from undrafted nigga, 7 undrafted players, bro.
That was one of the craziest things I heard when they dropped that one. I was like, I didn't even notice that, first off.
Right.
But damn.
Yeah. So
shout out to y'all having one of the best front offices in the game.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about it before, but like we just gotta always reiterate how good it is, because that can't come from some luck shit. That's not luck.
No. That's
not 7.
Not
and be in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You can have teams can have 7 undrafted players on their team.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's not what I mean.
But
you can't do nothing with it.
Exactly.
Bet it. I'll bet everything on it.
A whole
not
lot
against the Heat though.
A whole lot of. And number two thing that I saw from that game, Jason Tatum had some. First of all, second half, man didn't demand the ball enough. The man just simply did not demand the ball enough in that second half, like especially in that fourth quarter.
That's the current score?
No. Marcos is
years. I feel like I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Greatest number 8 seed in a long hot minute. You know what I mean? Since the Knicks, I agree. So with that being said, right? It was the turnovers towards the end of the game that was like, he shot himself in the foot, damn near literally, 2 times with the travel turnover. You know what I mean? Like you about to make a move but you shuffle your feet, and they called it both times. I was very surprised they called it both times. I ain't even gonna front. But those 2 turnovers late in the game, still had 30, but late in the game, that's what happened. Like it was for people who don't like Tatum or in Shade's case, just thinks he's not all the way there yet. it gave them something they can hang their hat on.
Gave them ammo, huh?
So I was asking myself the question. I was like, was Shades right about Tatum?
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is still no.
Humbly
speaking.
See how I throw it
Humbly speaking. The answer is still no. No, you're not right. No, you're not right about this man. He's still the superstar. You talk about in clutch moments, this stuff that happened. I'm like, okay, cool. But what happened in the clutch moments in the Phoenix series? Not Phoenix, but Philly series.
Yep.
Oh, the man dropped 51. 51. He's already came out in this game 2 so far, and it's been hot. Started the game off, bro. I'm talking about threes in everybody's eyes. You talking about defense against Jamal Murray, where they was like this? Yeah, same thing. In your eye, it don't matter. No matter who was in front of him, it was going in. You know what I mean? To me, only thing I can hope for in this series is that Shades be right. Because if he turns out to be right throughout the whole series, Miami going to the finals. But if not, Miami gonna have a tough time. I'm not saying we can't win. We just gonna have a really tough time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm kind of feeling about this series right now. Especially with how Tatum's late game blunders in game 1. My bad.
I think this series is gonna be a fight, but I think it's a fight you guys have a good chance to win.
Okay.
Because I feel like you guys always get stronger the longer the fight goes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not to say that the Celtics don't, because they're that kind of team too, but they also have those, bad moments. But I want the Heat to beat them. It's hard for me to even be fair to talk about that series, because I really hate the Celtics. Like Celtics and the Patriots. Oh, y'all in the same city? Good.
Perfect.
Just never will I go to that
now
city.
I can hate Boston.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know
what? I don't like the Red Sox either.
Hey,
just because.
Chill on.
Just because. They in the same place.
They are in the same. The whole city is just trash to you. I get it. You know what I mean?
If I drive north, I'm gonna go in the water and get around Massachusetts just so I don't get close to Boston.
That man said, "I will do the greatest of disservices to myself, not to pull up on y'all bitch asses."
I don't even want to see a sign that said Boston.
All right,
where we at?
Doc.
Ooh, Doc got fired. Harden got Doc fired. And he not even coming back. Harden just said fuck Philly. And Philly niggas probably go kill his ass. Because they go hard as fuck for their team. Let me stop. So
they do go hard as fuck for their team.
They do. But so let's see. Doc got fired. Did he deserve that? Hell no.
Hell no.
Why the hell they fired Doc? You gotta be dumb as shit to fire Doc right there when you could clearly see.
Yeah. First of all, Marco said Doc going to the Knicks wouldn't be a bad spot for him.
First of all,
that would be a great spot.
Doc would make his Hall of Fame. That's already there. So much up. If he went on the Knicks, boy, he will be forever enshrined.
See, my problem that I have with people that be having something to say about Doc, right, is they want to bring up, in game 7, this is his shitty ass record. Cool. Doc has had some of the best players in the league. Coached a lot of great players. At what point in time is it going to be? How is it Doc's fault that James Harden goes out there and has 9 points? How is it Doc's fault that Embiid goes out and have 13? How is it Doc's fault that the MVP went out there and played like a bum? How is it Doc's fault that this guy who was supposed to be this lights out shooter can't hit a shot? How is it Doc's fault that when he was with the Clippers and Kawhi wanted to go out and get hurt again, and you can't rely on playoff PG? How is that Doc's fault? There's a lot of I'm not saying that Doc ain't at fault for something, right? But to be fired because Harden didn't play well, to be fired because Harden didn't play well in a game 7. And then Harden leave your ass to go back to Houston.
That's where he gonna go?
Has got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
You think he going to Houston?
A report came out today that was reported even on Bleacher Report that he is expected to return to Houston. Y'all, you look dumb. That point blank period, you look dumb.
You pulling a LeBron on y'all boys.
Doc is too damn good of a coach for you to be sitting here just getting rid of him thinking you about to get something better. I saw one of the options was Nick fucking Nurse. And I was like, Nick Nurse? The nigga who got fired for practically the same thing in Toronto? You gonna fire Doc and bring in the guy who literally did the exact same thing in Toronto. Couldn't get past whatever the point was. Won a championship before and couldn't get further later on in his career. That's what you're gonna bring in. It's idiocy at its finest.
I guess Harden must have made them feel like they can't keep him if they had Doc, so they like tried to get rid of Doc, and they didn't know. They couldn't have known that Harden was gonna come out and be like he wanted NBA freedom.
Well, and also, okay,
you want to be fat? Is that what you want, Harden?
That sounds like it.
Harden, you need to fucking win something before you talk about some shit like that. Not saying that you can't feel like that, but the way he said it publicly, like,
yeah,
shut up about that. Like,
and also, I think about it this way, right? I think about it this way, dog. How you think Joel Embiid feel? The coach that got him to the point where he could win an MVP, you just got rid of him. You know what I mean? Like, how you think Embiid feel? The coach that the coach that got him to the point where he could be an MVP of the league. You fire him. What are we doing? It literally bro, I can't make sense of it. I can't make sense of it. They want to talk about.
I know one thing. That team has 0% chemistry right now. Like, if they was a 2K team, their chemistry is so low. Like, this man come out and said me and Harden can't do it by ourselves. When them boys combined for what? Not even 25?
them boys got outscored by Maxey and Tobias Harris.
They both got outscored and said they can't do it by themselves.
It was the most idiotic.
If I was Maxey, I would have came out publicly and be like, I don't think I could do it with him. Send that man somewhere else. We might have a chance.
Pretty much, dog. You know what I mean? Like, it's quite ridiculous, dog. It says Shade said James Harden is rumored to sabotage Doc. Harden rumored to be going back to Houston so he can have more freedom. Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying. Like, for him to go and get Doc fired with that trash ass performance and then immediately leave the team. Come on, bro. What we doing? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's absolutely insane to me, bro.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got, man? What else we got? Let me.
So we got
Oh man, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about We got to talk about y'all.
Y'all know. First off, I've said this on wax that Ja was my dog.
Still is my dog.
Nope. My dog's stupid.
Oh no, he's stupid. Like, Ja's one of my favorite young players.
He is my favorite young player. My bad. I said on pod, like, we had pics of our young boys at one time.
Yeah.
And Ja's my, like, I love to watch this man play. That electricity he got on the court, bro. Yeah. It's amazing to watch, right?
Yeah.
But bro, like, you ain't even like that.
Like, why are you
And I feel like JJ Redick, because JJ Redick defended him, like, let's be real, why are we treating this man like this and he done nothing illegal when we got governors getting AR pictures taken with their family, like all kind of stuff. Like his whole family, like the kids was holding ARs in the Christmas card picture.
Right.
So they was like saying all, like, why is we doing that? And you know why?
I mean, of course.
We know why, but at the end of the day, it's not because of that for me. It's more because of, all right, they just told you not to do it. Like, that's exactly, you know what I'm saying? Point. That's the part that, people who make that mistake usually make that mistake a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to forgive that person because you can almost feel it that they're going to do it again.
Yeah. Like, okay, so
his homie lame.
I just look at his homie ain't lame. Okay. Homie may be lame, but his homie tried to protect that nigga the second time around. Because he on the stream, he over here, the gun was sitting on his lap. Cool. Nobody cares if you got a gun on your lap. It's when you in a car driving, waving this bitch. So when he showed him the first time, he showed he was just over there chilling, cozy, jamming to some young boy, you know what I mean? And then the second time when he went back and looked over there, he saw he had the gun and he pulled the camera down and ended the stream, ended the live. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, and then who knows what the conversation was post.
True. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was like he didn't notice. And
I just look at it like this, though, bro. It's the fact that you just got suspended for this.
I'm on this type of time. The homie should have been like, yo, I'm about to make a live, put the gun away.
That's facts too.
That's where my mind first went. You feel me? He the bag. You know what I'm saying?
The problem is he's fumbling it.
He is. Bro, he's losing 20 mil.
He's fumbling the bag right
Suspended now. Half a season, I think I seen.
I didn't see the
I don't know if I seen projected for that or
that had to be
I think he's projected to be suspended half a season and lose about 20 mil because I think I seen that from something like verified.
That would be crazy if you out here losing 20 mil just because.
Yeah, let me double check.
And people gonna be like, well, I mean, like kind of like what JJ Redick was talking about. Well, he didn't do anything illegal. No, he didn't do anything illegal. He did shit stupid. And the thing is that the NBA can't suspend your ass for being stupid.
Yeah, I think he was suspended. I think 50 games. That's more than half a season.
Yeah, that's more than half a season.
Hold on, I'm about to see
the exact details. Make sure that's official.
The Grizzlies suspended him and say,
"Yo, no, we knew they go. Yeah, they suspended him the last time, but then they brought his ass back quick because they needed to have him get ready for the playoffs." You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not really concerned about how the Grizzlies suspension is going. I need to know I just need to know if he's going to be suspended by the league. You feel me? Like, I feel like the league is going to be the more.
Oh no, man, it's not verified.
And that's what I was thinking. I didn't think that was official. I ain't seen nothing about that yet. Okay. So let me ask you this: have you ever heard of the rapper Simba? He does a couple freestyles on like Funk Flex and stuff like that. Huh?
Say that again.
I said, have you ever heard of the rapper Simba?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull this up because Simba made a little freestyle about Ja. Right, and I'm gonna play it right now. Hold up.
Out in Memphis, moving senseless, I love you. You someone that my nephew and all my cousins look up to. You sell out every game at every stadium you come to, and you made it out of environments that most of us get stuck to. A lot of college coaches wish they never would have snubbed you, cause you bought on all the niggas that recruiters ranked above you. Drafted number 2, all the niggas ended up under you, and now you at the top, so it's certain shit that can't come with you. But I get it, this life we living is different. We flex in front of the cameras to show the ghetto we did it. Some of us like the flexes to show the rest they can get it, but you glorify a life that you really ain't out here living. I mean, my nigga, you up 200 million and you got to risk it all to show niggas you bought a pistol. It's one thing if you do it once, we'll dismiss it. But you done it twice in 2 months, nigga, you tripping. I blame the culture, we put you in this position. The music we make influences you young niggas' decisions. Some even rappers say they ain't role models, they bitching and running from responsibilities that we was given. Feel like it's all on your shoulders. Only 23, but the world wants you to be older. A bunch of bad bitches and liquor at your disposal. And the people you do business with think they supposed to control you.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That's what pretty
much.
And that's love.
This is love is tough love though. You know what I mean? And that's what he needs. That's what he need though. He need some love is tough because the niggas that quote unquote love this nigga, the niggas that's quote unquote with him ain't being tough enough on him.
Some of them is that on that same mentality though, the same mentality he talking about in the song. So it's hard for them to know. You know, they just vibing.
But they know. Because they vibe with this nigga.
They don't know with the mind that we got though.
Oh, of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Like we older now. His friends his age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was young and wild. Like I could have never been that, but like I could have made a couple mistakes if I would have made it. But I would have never made the same mistake in 2 months. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
Not too,
because I'm low key for 2 years after I make a mistake. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
You feel me? Like, bro, like if you want to go around having guns, that's nothing. That's not illegal. The once again, just do that shit on your own terms. Granted, he was doing it on his own terms, and he got a camera put in his face. You need to have security. That'd be like, yo, give
I
me
was
your
just
phone,
about to
something.
say.
You know what I mean?
That's the thing. At the end of the day, the one thing I do understand is that all these athletes and these rich niggas like that, especially the ones who flex with their jewelry and all that shit, they need to have the gun on them. But they don't need to be exposing it like that. Right. And part of that is that, like, you know, you want niggas to know you got it on you so they leave you alone. But at the same time, you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just want to be maybe. And if they got to find out, they got to find out. But by the time they find out, you in the right. You feel me?
Like I was saying this last part, but I was like, he don't move like a normal NBA rich nigga. He still move like a street nigga.
He's not a street nigga. That's what Simba's saying.
That's the part that's frustrating though. Because he moves like a street nigga.
But you know what it is? It's what Simba really hit the nail on the head. Like, because it's what these dudes, right? Because I got brothers and people I know like on this type of time, like when they don't know what the real street is. You feel me?
Right.
They know a version of it that they created, you know what I'm saying? Like it from what they live, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they try to make it like it's on the same level to feel these raps, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just these raps, it's our full culture is surrounded by that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just that, I was in that mentality at a time, not on the level that they on now, because social media and all that stuff is different. But that easily could have been us when we was younger, bro. Absolutely. If we had social media and this dumb stuff with that immaturity and that balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why some of the older niggas be trying to get to them now. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it's not y'all that stupid. It's y'all stupid with all this extra shit that could see it. Like my stupid ain't on camera, bro. Like my stupid is not on camera.
My stupid may be on camera. It's a picture. You know what I mean? And
that's a Polaroid.
That's literally like
he old as fuck. That's why I said that.
Hey, fuck you. But like my stupid is on a picture, maybe, you know, but even then that's a still picture and you can't even get the whole surrounding of what's going on.
See, quickly, that's what I was talking about though, Reg. That street mentality that he has is false. Like, street mentality gotta come from surviving in the streets, living that. The street mentality they have is made in their imagination from the stuff they believe, from the visualizations of the stuff they see from these movies and these music from our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real. I know that, you know, because it's easy to see that. Because, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right?
Facts.
I was around some real street shit growing up, right? Mm-hmm. And then I moved to other areas a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I seen how people was vibing and acting like, you know, like, this is that street, same shit like what I'm from. Like what I used to tuck money in my, like, y'all make fun of me now for putting shit in my socks because of how that habit comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get robbed. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ready or nah? Like, you know, and I know a lot of people who don't live that type of life or anything like it and act like they on that type of time. So when I see that, you know, I be trying, like, I ain't trying to diss you, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta, like, you gotta really be smart. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's a lot of people that's not in their life telling nobody to be smart. And it's hard to listen to the weird dude telling you to be smart, or the way these young people look at material things.
Right.
If you ain't got shit, what's your advice? Right. And you know, wisdom don't you don't really get the wisdom don't come from what you got.
Right.
Until you get older and know that wisdom come from what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be hard to talk to people like that, you know?
Yeah.
But you gotta keep trying though. So all the brothers who be trying to help these little niggas out, like, appreciate y'all, because I be trying to do it too. I got sons now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I definitely hope it's niggas like that in existence and keep it going, because sometimes as a dad, you can't get to your kid. Right. You know, sometimes
they need a different voice. It's not even the fact that what you're saying ain't right. It's just they need to hear it from a different
They need
voice.
to hear it other places.
Sometimes it's not. You can as a parent, you want to be able to have your kids be able to get all the advice they can get from you. But hey, I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. You know what I mean? And like some of my best advice, while my mom may have told me it before, it didn't click until I heard it from a different voice. You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand, like, as you get older, it's harder for that advice sometimes to come from you to accept it from your parents, especially in our culture, right?
Yeah.
And that's the part where, like, you gotta have the quote unquote big bros in your life,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Because like, where you gonna get it outside of you just being able to just try to not manipulate, but navigate this shit on your own and figure it out and make your own mistakes and try to just. But if you can have somebody helping you along the way that can help prevent some mistakes that you might make, then I mean, you got to take that advice when it hits.
Bro, I don't even think that necessarily when we're trying to like coach these boys up, as you could say, right? We're not meant to prevent them from the mistakes, because mistakes make you realize, you know. We gotta put the idea so when the mistake happened, it click like, oh, that's what this nigga was talking about. I'm not doing that again. He told me what to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta sometimes make the mistake. I was one of them niggas that had to make the mistake, and then it was like, oh yeah, did I make that mistake again though, or anything close to it? And did it help me understand other situations, how I need to step back and think? Bro, I grew up so reactive. Everything's reactive. You know, my pops is like that. He militant, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything was like, else I'm behind, I'm slipping, like, so you know.
I want to read this from Reg. So Reg is saying, I'm from Chicago, so dope, gang bang.
Ooh, Chicago harder than New York, yo. I already know what time it is.
But you said, but I held myself accountable for keeping a low profile. Job just doesn't get it. He's his own worst enemy. It's the very episode, the name of this episode. He's self-sabotaging himself, yo.
Yeah. But you also know, Reg, while being in those paths, you was around people who was on your same type of time, who was like Ja too. Some dudes is like that, like they want to be out there. They think they about to Tony Montana this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know my fucking name?
And none of them ain't tough enough to be no damn Tony Montana, bro. Because they'll fold.
They ain't snorting enough lines yet.
They'll fold. We seen it with the young thug shit.
See, the thing
they'll
is,
fold.
They gotta be on that type of time. Like, Tony Montana ain't just what he ended up as. Like, where he come from, how he get here. Look at that part, and then it's like that's what builds a monster. You know what I'm saying? And they be acting like they monsters, bro. And they be fluffy ass little teddy bears, bro. And I'm only 5'9", bro. Trust me, I really know this.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Like, bro, the size of the man don't mean shit. Do you got that dog in you?
Yo, I seen that. Yo, man, size, all that others, man, that shit don't matter.
None of that shit means shit, man. Do you got that dog in you, bro? Is the number one question in all of in masculinity, right? Because motherfuckers gonna try you, all this shit. Sometimes that dog mean you just gotta know. All right.
The problem is some niggas really don't know if they got it because they ain't never had to see, and it's a blessing, and they think it's a curse.
Yeah.
That's the problem, bro. It's a blessing, and they be thinking it's a curse. Like they waiting to get the chance to see if they a dog. You know what I'm saying? But you really blessed that you got to live this long and not know.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But it's
bro.
hard for me to get young boys to understand that.
Yeah, and that's facts. That's facts what Marcos is saying. Trust me, y'all. There's someone always more meaner and real out there.
I'm trying to tell
you.
That's
a fact.
I don't care who you
that's
are.
That's a fact, dog. You know what I mean? Look, man.
My bad. We got on that side note from sports to real life, but it be like that. You know what I'm saying?
That, man. And sometimes, man, like you just sit here and you see a very talented kid. A young
and
adult,
and it's
adult.
Because Ja stands for all those young adults. Like in my vision, Ja is like my little brother, and people I look at that age, like pretty much any dude I meet on that type of time, like my little brother's age and stuff, I could see my little brother, you know.
Yeah.
So if I could say a word, like, you know what I'm saying, I already know. Even my brothers that starting to get older be like, now I know what you was talking about a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm already starting to hear that. Like I got a lot of brothers. But it's like you gotta try to do what you could do, you know, because it's gonna hit usually some people, you know, eventually, but some people don't get it.
That's a fact. All right, man. You said you got some ninja takes you wanted to bring in, bro.
I said that before we started this pod.
So now
you about to ask me to think about them right now, and I ain't ready for that. But let me see. Ninja takes. What was I gonna talk about?
Oh, see, this is what happened when you don't jot shit down and then you go smoke.
I was like so busy, yo.
Damn, this man said, I have no idea. All right. Well, let me see if I can't manufacture some shit.
We can shout out some football real quick. You know, it was a very basketball-y day.
I mean, we're in a very.
So how you feeling about your Jags right now,
man?
Because I see they've been getting disrespected out here in these rankings and
I mean
pre-rankings.
It's
and
the fact.
Pro Football Focus rankings and stuff.
It's the fact that, you know, like niggas got like Trevor in like the 6th tier. Like I get it, you know.
I seen something came out today. Pro Football Focus, or today or yesterday. Pro Football Focus was like players under 25, the top 25. He was like 18, and they was mad on the like 18. 18. Some names in front of him, I was like, yeah, they gonna. Some of these dudes already got accolades. Like Sauce was like number 4 or so.
Give me just give me like a random
Micah, Sauce. The one of the ones I seen people say something about was the old lineman from the Giants, Andrew Thomas. But these dudes are starting to get accolades already, so that's why they're gonna put him over Trevor, who, you know. So we'll see though.
Okay, because I know this is really where you want to get with this. I mean, okay, I'll tell you how I feel about the Jags. I think the Jags gonna definitely have a better season than they had last year.
Not 13,
especially regular season. Like we know what they did in the playoffs, and I was very proud of them boys for going out there balling. But
I also ain't been on the pod in a minute. Also, after you answer that, what you think about Calvin?
So I look at this season. I saw our schedule. I was saying this on the last part. I was like, I mean, you look at our schedule. Only 4 games on our schedule where we won't have the quarterback advantage. Only 4. We got Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me pull up the schedule real quick because I just got to make sure if I'm gonna be rattling this off.
I think I seen Burrow on y'all schedule.
Yep, he's there.
I think I seen.
Don't worry, I got it right here, dog. All right, schedule. So week 2, we got Patrick Mahomes, right? Week 5, we got Josh Allen, right? Week 13, we got Burrow. And week 15, we got Lamar Jackson. Every other game, we got the quarterback advantage. I look at week 1, the Colts, whoever they start, we got the quarterback advantage.
You sure that the stash ain't gonna come back here for revenge if they start him?
Who? Minshew? Get the fuck out of here, man.
That boy Minshew said he was supposed to start over Trevor.
Fuck out of here. So, but no, week 1, Colts, whoever they run out. Week 3, Texans, whoever they run out.
You know, to be honest, right? If they run out AR week 1, it's hard. It's actually a harder game than it might seem. Because when you don't know, y'all rather Minshew run out there, to be honest. Because not only do y'all know Minshew, y'all know Minshew. Y'all like don't got regular tape for that. Y'all got practice tape, behind the scenes footage. Like, like
honestly, I would rather Anthony Richardson start.
You think? I think the rushing alone will be a lot on the defense for the first game.
Look, bro, I got Anthony Richardson starting that game.
That's Anthony Richardson with Jason Taylor on the RPO. You think that's gonna be easier? I always say that.
Jason Taylor is a defensive line coach for the University of Miami.
And he a GOAT. But Jonathan Taylor. RPO with AR.
Yeah.
That's tough to stick before you see it, before you have tape of what they're doing.
Is he gonna throw?
Fuck no, like Tebow amount of times. He's gonna throw like 12, 15 attempts. Are you crazy?
Look, bro.
Or you stupid?
It's not like we don't have some form of tape.
What form?
Lamar and anybody that he
no, you don't got no form of tape for him.
It is relatively,
bro. Do you see what this man look like?
I understand what he look like. Man, we played
that athlete part is where he's
Cam.
actually, that athlete part is where he actually is real. The quarterback part is where he's not.
I'm not afraid of that. That's
okay.
I'm not afraid of that.
I'm just saying.
I'm not afraid of it.
I hope y'all play Minshew the first week, because if it's a home game, I want to be
regardless. Texans, they roll out. We got the quarterback.
You sure?
Falcons, we got them beat. Colts again.
Desmond
got them beat. Saints got them beat.
Who's Saints throwing out?
Exactly.
I like Jameis still. I ain't give up on Jameis, bro.
You gotta let that go. Bro.
I can't.
You gotta let that hurt.
Bro,
that's unnecessary hurt,
bro. It is, bro. Because I really thought this man was gonna be a good ass quarterback in the NFL. Like, I really would have been willing to bet on it.
Look,
when he was coming out, I would have bet.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have bet a lot.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
Man, I can't believe that.
The nigga when I
this man is
30.
a jerk, but I don't think 30 is as bad as people make it
30,
out.
Nigga.
Like, who you ever seen throw 30 picks? That was on some 30 touchdown shit. They be 12 and 30. That's a big difference.
It's still 30,
bro.
It's 30 picks,
bro. It wasn't 30 picks on him. If you watch those 30 picks,
I'm okay. Fine. What I'm gonna say,
you know what?
10 of those. Let's just scrap them. That's 20 picks,
but
nigga.
30-20 wouldn't be a kill your career season. It killed his career, bro.
It's 30 though, dog.
He should have more value where somebody who gave him a try. That's all I'm saying. And the Saints was never gonna give him a try. They just know he's a great backup to have for whoever they believe in. Like, and that's fucked up, but it's what they do.
It's 30, dog. Like, I understand. He threw 30 tutties the same season. I get it. That's an asinine amount of damn
bro. I don't think the team was as good as people act like they was either when he threw the 30 picks.
That doesn't change.
He was trying to win. He's a winner.
He threw 30 though.
I watched this man make a jump one cut like
you got caught up with the jump cut.
The jump cut was
one
of the most amazing cuts I ever seen. Yeah. And we watched that together.
Mid-air, landed already in the cut position.
I'll never forget that play, because that's when I knew he was a man. Like, I was like, oh, this nigga is fire. Because we was hating. We Gator Miami. We was hating. Hating when they was like, we got a good quarterback here at FSU. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck yeah. We was hating. And then we watched this nigga game and we looked at each other like, and then we was like, wait till he plays somebody. And then we looked at each other like, we were like, he ain't gonna win shit. And then we looked at each other like, damn.
I don't know how many times we looked at each other like that, dead ass. Like that's not even a bit. That's not a bit we just did. We dead ass looked at each other like that so many fucking times, watching this motherfucker turn into the juggernaut, bitch.
I really thought he was gonna be a great NFL court. Not necessarily like GOAT, but I definitely didn't think he would be like less than a Phillip Rivers. I could tell you that.
Much less than the Phillip
Oh
Rivers.
man, much less. Like,
Sheesh.
what is he? I don't even know what he is. He's a damn Jameis.
That's exactly
It's
what
like-
he is. Dog. All right, so that's the Jags, right? Like I could have went through the rest of the schedule, but you know, points were made.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jets. Let's talk. We've heard bits and pieces from the homie the Don about the Jets, but this man has been sitting over here brewing for 27 weeks. 27 full weeks. Has not had a chance to say anything about the Jets here on the pod. So I'm gonna lay it flat, and I'm gonna let my man. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Go. Tell us, young Peterson, about the Jets.
That was more visible than I thought. So, first off, y'all know that I'm hype as fuck. Cause sometimes you feel like, damn, if we only had a better quarterback. But like, let's be real. Our last year's Jets team was one of the most like, did they have any quarterback
Right.
teams?
God.
Like, bro, I've brought it up on this pod before. Shout out to my dog right now. I hope you see my pod one day. Mark Sanchez is the GOAT quarterback of my life for the Jets, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, we couldn't even have that last year.
I mean,
And people shit on him so hard.
y'all were so desperate for a quarterback that y'all was convincing yourself that Mike White.
Oh,
was that
let's
dude.
be real. No, Mike White was that dude for us in comparison to Zach. That's the thing. I went to the Jets versus Jags game in New York. Well, New Jersey, but you know what I mean.
You know the vibes.
Have I ever been to any game where the whole team basically, the whole fan base basically helped the other team win? There was never a time when the fan base cheered for the Jets. All they did was boo Zach Wilson, and talk so much shit. And then basically let Trevor do his thing. Like, all right, we're going to save our energy for when Zach comes back on the field to boo that nigga again until they put another quarterback in. And they put in somebody that I didn't even know.
No.
Stidham or what? No.
That boy.
Bro, I don't even know. He made a couple plays and they was going ham in there.
He
Like,
threw some of the ugliest passes I've ever seen.
he was Tebow's little cousin.
Bro, he threw
was
some
ugly.
of the ugliest passes I ever seen, and I heard the fucking crowd go crazy.
It was
for
the
it,
only
dog.
time we went crazy positively the whole time. It was, bro. It was such an energy of like fuck Zach Wilson at that point that like we was never gonna win the game with the fan base on that type of time.
Right.
That was basically a Jags home game.
Right.
I should have worn my Jags shit. I sat in the rain. Me and my dad went to that game and we was dying. Like, I can't believe we try to make it to this game.
This is the game we decided to
Oh
go
my
to.
goodness.
Bro, because it was
And now
ugly.
you know my broke ass ain't gonna afford no Aaron Rodgers tickets. Damn it.
But you do have a new quarterback.
But guess what? I'm trying to go to that Miami game. So if y'all want to go to that, let's make a homie trip.
Hey,
Miami-
we bring the
Miami
cameras,
Jags, we
something
play every year, so it's gonna be a home game down there. I don't know the date, but
Yeah, we-
I'm definitely gotta go.
I just know this, right? First of all, shout out to
I don't think we can
Shout out
start
to
off
the-
slow because our defense so good and it's most of the same people.
Exactly. Shout out to the homie Marcus for tapping in. What's good with you, huh?
That's my dog. That's my dog because I watched the video. I
Yes,
saw
sir.
the video.
Yes, sir.
First off, where was that arcade at? Second off, that bit was fire though. That bit was fire
Shout
though.
out to Gerald for tapping in too. What's good with you, huh?
Yo,
Yeah.
that's my cousin.
Could be.
Could be.
You know what I mean? No, but yeah. Jets, new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers in the building.
First off, that slow ass, long ass wait for Aaron Rodgers. I'm glad I wasn't on the pod because I'd have been cussing every damn week. Like, where my nigga at, yo? We gonna get him or nah? But when we got him, I was like, oh, I bet. Because the thing about it is, one, we got his boy Lazard. This is why chemistry issues can't really be a thing for me, right? And then we got Wilson, who's better than Lazard, like hands down. We know this. And he said, the first thing he said after the first practice is like, in and out of some of them cuts, it felt a little bit like 17. You know what I'm saying?
Devontae. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's some good chemistry. That's some good chemistry to have.
Not to say they got chemistry, but just like he's a good wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who's going to be our number 3 yet or how that's going to play out. But I do know this. He also can make a nobody tight end into decent, right? Mm-hmm. And we got 2 actual already been decent tight ends on the roster currently. We might trade one is why I said roster currently. But we got Uzomah, who was balling on the Bengals.
Right.
And we got Conklin, who not only balled on the Vikings, he was our best tight end last year.
Yeah.
So
primarily because
offensively, I think we're gonna be decent. With Brees and Michael Carter, I'm still confident in that, and we drafted somebody.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the defense is a lot stable, and we got some more pieces too.
Yeah.
So I think that our defense is gonna really be up there with San Francisco.
So Red said Aaron Rodgers trashed his receivers last season.
Kegan Coin in Riverside. I got you, Mark.
And the Jets will be lucky to start off 2-3. Okay, so yeah, he trashed those receivers. Your third will probably end up being Mecole Hardman, right? Likely to start off the season.
I think he's gonna do a lot on returning for us too.
I can see that also. Aaron Rodgers is one of the best.
I still like Mims. I'm on that type of time as Don. We both know Mims is a good receiver.
Yeah. Mims is a good receiver. He's a good enough receiver.
Aaron Rodgers is one of those quarterbacks that might could bring it out though.
He can make people. That's why I wish y'all would have kept Berrios. Because I think Berrios with Rodgers, oh my God. But that's just my bias also. But also because Berrios can do some things.
Berrios is one of those receivers that any team could use. If you give him opportunities, it's almost a guarantee he's going to make something happen. He has that
dog.
Not that dog. He has that pit fucking bull.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he does.
He really whatever size, but he feels 7'3" with athleticism, not like AD.
He like 5'8", 5'9", and go out there and just be like.
You saw that?
I heard you.
You saw that?
I heard you late too. That shit clicked late as fuck. But no, Berrios would have been dope there, but that's neither here nor there, right?
I like Berrios.
Absolutely. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Me and Berrios go. That's my dog. But Mecole Hardman, Allen Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Mims, Conklin, Uzomah, Bryce, Michael Carter.
Brees.
That's what I said. I meant to say Brees.
I know. Brees. I just had to do the call when you did say
Brees and Michael Carter.
We drafted a good running back.
I know.
Too. I forgot his name. Name
too, but
I'm just blank right now because of other things. But I remember one of my other things brought back a memory. I remember one of my ninja takes.
Okay.
The XFL. I wanted to touch on that real quick.
Okay. Cool.
First off, our big dog owned that bit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
The Rock down there.
So I don't know if y'all talked about that. I didn't see that, but The Rock owning that is a big deal, and something I seen this week that. So we all know that The Rock was like, he had NFL dreams at one time. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously ended up as one of the ones that didn't pan out in the NFL, right? And now, being in the position he is with the XFL, all the players that weren't drafted this year, and I think if the undrafteds don't get signed on teams and stuff, they're eligible for the XFL draft.
Yeah.
And there's been, I think, 2 players signed
so far. I've seen
signed from to the NFL from the XFL. So it's gonna be a path.
Yeah.
Like, not the easy path.
No,
Let's be real.
You're
gonna have to do some crazy
baller
shit. Like the one wide receiver that went, he was the number 1 wide receiver in the league. Like, you're gonna have to be that.
Yeah.
But like an opportunity, if that's still your dream, like, because I believe in not giving up on dreams if you're gonna keep going hard as you was going.
Yeah, it was.
Or if you realize you wasn't going hard enough and you go harder, because that's what dreams are. I'm not gonna try to remember his name.
It's Hakeem something.
Steelers definitely got him. You're right, Marcos.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Marcos, fill us in on that name if you can.
Appreciate that. Marcos tuned in as a motherfucker, boy.
You know what I mean? Boy said, I got this.
What? My man's pulled it out on us like.
No, but like, okay. So shout out to, first of all, I watched The Rock on I Am Athlete. No, not I Am Athlete. The Pivot.
I didn't see this red comment, and I gotta talk about it real quick. The Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, you talking about the one that on the screen just a second ago?
I ain't see it. I ain't read. Sometimes I'm illiterate. But the thing about it is, his receivers he was giving them opportunities and they were underperforming. And I think that goes into timing. I think he was shitting on them about the timing we were practicing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see that happen before I believe it's just like that. That's all.
I respect that. And it was Hakeem Butler. See, I knew
you was close.
I knew I went far off, bro. You know what I mean? I went far off.
I wouldn't have got it.
But yeah, so I listened to The Rock on the Pivot, right? They had him on the Pivot a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about the XFL, and he talked about how it's just a land opportunity, right?
See, this is an inside take to me because I ain't hear this.
So he said it was like, look, he goes to the Pivot. Everybody on the Pivot played in the NFL, right? So he's talking about, how you guys made it this far. I've made it to the CFL, got cut, and had $7 to my name and had to go try to figure out a different way. But he's like, my dream was always to play in this league. And he's like, I wish there would have been. He's like, yeah, the CFL was the CFL, but like they kind of look after the Canadian players, right? So he's like, those guys are going to be able to get better opportunities, even if they're not better as far as talent is concerned in the CFL. They're just going to feel like they're just going to feel like, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna take care of my Canadian players. If you're an American player, you better be really damn good to make it in the CFL, right? He's like, I wish there would have been an XFL when I was coming out. You know what I mean? Where I could have continued to follow my passion and stuff like that, and still have a path to the NFL. You know what I mean? So he's like, it was for me, it was important for me to be the person to purchase it, because one, we haven't had an XFL season that's ended well. Right. I want to get us to a point where we can end the season, end the season well. You know what I mean? Which they did. They had first of all, they had a really successful season. XFL had a very successful season as far as like actually retaining reviewers and things of that nature. I was listening to the Dan Le Batard show, and they had like a segment for the XFL every week. You know what I mean? Like, and Dan Le Batard's show is a pretty up there show as far as sports shows is concerned. It's up there with the Pat McAfee show. It's up there with other independent shows. Shout out to Pat McAfee for signing that deal with ESPN, by the way, taking this show from just YouTube, and it's going to be on ESPN all across the right after First Take. So shout out to Pat for that. But he's like, but like that's what kind of reach they're getting now, and they had a successful championship game, and they crowned their first ever XFL champion. You know what I mean? Like all kind of crazy shit that didn't get to happen with these previous stints under Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? It's the fact. I'll add on to the fact that it was Vince McMahon's company initially, and then The Rock bought it. Like it's all kinds of,
for sure, like
crazy ties to get to that point, right? So shout out to The Rock. Shout out to the players in the XFL that had a really good season. I was able to watch my boy Derek King still go out there and ball for a little bit. You know what I mean? That boy was a baller at Miami. But I was able to watch him. Still go out there and play some quarterback and get, make some plays and shit. Yeah, he probably ain't gonna never make it to the league. He's too short for a quarterback. But at the end of the day,
you never know. Sometimes a little development.
You just never know.
Sometimes opportunities not.
Indeed. All right, man.
Bryce Young might make it for the small quarterbacks.
All right, man. You got any shout outs before we get up out of here?
Yes, sir. I got shout outs for days. Shout out to y'all boys for holding it down these 27 weeks without your boy. You know what I'm saying?
27 of them.
That's a long damn time. I gotta come back. I gotta come back with the boys too, because I feed off their energy. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
I'ma definitely come back. I miss y'all. I miss the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to my peoples. That was my cousin, by the way. But shout out to everybody coming through on the pod. I appreciate it. I like that when you come through, you tune in, that's what's up, because niggas been figuring it out throughout the time, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that shit is like appreciated, definitely.
Absolutely.
So when we make it, y'all gonna get the exclusives. Y'all ain't gonna have to pay for the Patreon. I'm gonna get y'all shit for y'all. You feel me?
Look, and trust me, at some point we gonna get a damn Patreon page started. We're gonna have to start, creating more content, and I'm here for that. But
we got ideas and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, but we also got like life shit we be dealing with, so that be holding us back sometimes. Because me and ST definitely got some ideas. Shades definitely got some ideas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when we do get to certain things, we think that this channel's gonna get a lot boosted. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we definitely appreciate y'all, because y'all always gonna be the OGs. You feel me?
Absolutely. Shout out to Reg for always being here, dog. Marcos.
Reg always here. Appreciate that, Marcos.
Always tapping in.
Marcus. Appreciate my cousin tapping in. Amanda and Mike always tapping in. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. What I got, man. Hey, man, if you watching this on YouTube, Twitch, we are now on Twitch once again. I decided to say, screw it, man. Let's go ahead and get on in a different platform. You know what I mean? Shout out to the homies that were rocking with us on Twitter. Unfortunately, we won't be on Twitter going forward, but that's fine. You know what I mean? You can still find us on YouTube. You can still find us on Facebook, on Twitch. You can download the podcast. You can hit like. You can hit subscribe. You can give us 5 stars. Don't give us 4 stars. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of stuff you can do is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But no, we appreciate y'all regardless. Every single time y'all come tap in, it helps us get back in these chairs and try to give y'all a little bit more of these crazy ass takes that we be having that be floating around in our heads sometimes. But yeah, man. It's been real, man. It's been real. Let me give y'all some air horns. And it's been Homie Studios. Yiddy.